Welcome back. Let's play some 10-minute games here on Shogi Wars. Good luck. Drop a silver at the king's belly. Alright, so I was about to launch into you know what we do when we're on a losing streak. We play a different opening. But then my opponent plays Static Rook, and suddenly I don't feel so tempted by the Siren Song of playing the Duck Legs Castle. So instead, are they going to play this? Okay, fine. Put this here anyway. And castle to the right. Hooray. So this game I have built a castle successfully. I'm a bit confused by this, even having read Seigo Sato's 4th File Rook strategy book. There are still things I don't fully understand just yet. Okay, the silver's not out here just yet, so I should just play elsewhere. It's coming in a second, but it's not there yet. Okay, now we play this. And my memory fails me once more, but I seem to recall this being a useful move. That if this rook opposes on this file, I can retreat, or I could move the bishop. Let's try this. So the idea is I would like to hit this lance, even though I can't hit the rook anymore. The silver is offsides. This exact position I don't think appeared in Seigo Sato's work, but it's similar. I'm just bewildered that this diagonal's wide open. Yeah, they can block with the silver. Oh, I could take this pawn. Let's take our chances here. This looks interesting. They could jump a knight forward, but I can drop a pawn to win the knight. Also, if the silver retreats, I could still drop a pawn. Yes, they're blocking this diagonal. Okay. Making progress seems confusing. I could retreat this bishop, as I've done before. In other games that has never worked out, but this might be the first. Let's not give up just yet. Also, I could move the knight to protect my bishop's head. Okay. Well, that's not happening.
7分。
Hmm. Well, at least it's not protecting the bishop's head. I could still move the knight. Um, yeah, I couldn't tell you how we got here, but we are here. I will defend my rook. My opponent does not have a pawn in hand. They could pin my bishop. That is legal. Um, if I hit the silver... No, we're taking this. We're going to open this diagonal. And then if I hit the silver, if it takes my pawn, I have a fork. Whether or not I should take it's a different question, but I have it. No, it actually doesn't do anything. So let's find something else. Um, I could drop the bishop here. The rook traps it. Nah, yeah. Rook does trap the bishop. If I drop it here instead, the rook backs up. I could pawn drop. If I drop it here... I don't see how it gets trapped. We're going to learn something today, folks. Stay tuned. We'll figure out what it is that we're learning. Could be humility. Okay, I'm going to hit the silver. And then I can jump the knight and find another target. I just don't want this pawn to hit my rook, since I could drop a pawn on their rook's head. There's no sense walking into painful
5
tactics.
分。
Okay. Let's get my rook trapped somehow. Alright, my rook is trapped. Well, not yet, but we're getting there. One by one, my pieces become trapped. Um, hmm. Oh, I could push this. That's interesting. Let's try this. Some ugly tactics will result, but maybe it's okay. If silver takes pawn, I can drop another pawn. And if the silver retreats, I take it. So silver is going to exchange itself on this square, but not sure what... Well, it could retreat. My opponent could ease off the gas, believe it or not. I don't believe it, but they could. But if they do ease off the gas, maybe my king is safer for that. Maybe. Yeah. Um, also, I can continue attacking anyway. Hmm. And now I'm
3分。
confused. Um, now I am confused.
2分30秒。
I could aim at the bishop's head. It's generally not a bad idea. Hmm. I can't drop a silver at the king's belly if I don't have a silver to drop. Proverbs are kind of fun like that. Um, Alternatively finicky rather than fun. But yeah. Hmm. You know that I keep looking for tactics and I'm not seeing anything, right? We have a common understanding that that's something that I just do. Doesn't mean I always succeed at it. If the silver advances and I retreat, if they drop a pawn, suddenly my rook is trapped. So if they push, I cannot retreat here. I either have to take it or take here. Yeah, you better bet that, like, advancing this pawn was not my top candidate move. Maybe it should have been. At least I've got my opponent thinking. Or something happened. Hmm. Not where I expected that. No, that's not right. Oh. Well, this leads into the point I was talking about my rook being
2分
trapped. They see a rook trap. Um... Okay, well, they can trap a rook. Surely I can find some way to trap a rook. Hmm. Hmm. Pawn drop on the rook's head is pretty spooky. Oh, originally I was just going to take this. I definitely should have just taken the pawn and let the rook go. Now it's going to be messy. Well, it should have been.
1分30秒
Um, but hey, we can make it messy in a different way. This is not what either of us was looking at. Oh, they can't drop a pawn because the pawn's behind the silver. I'm so good at this game. Um, I definitely remember how the pieces move. And that the game has a Nifu rule. Mhm. Do I take the silver? Nah. Might take the pawn. It's a little too painful to leave that around.
1分
Um, oh joy. What a mess. Okay, I can remove their lead attacker. Well, either of these is their lead attacker here. Welcome. Um, what a mess.
30秒 20秒 10秒。
That was stupid. Thanks for the game. You played better this game. I'm not trying to flag them, I'm just in time pressure and not finding good moves. 1 down, 2 to go. Good luck. Okay. Let's see if I can remember how this works. There's one thing we do when things have not been going our way. This is the thing we do. Yay. Don't ask me how this works. But I'll have to figure it out. Yeah, I have no idea how this works. I keep hearing that I should play this, and yet I am most thoroughly stumped. I could exchange off the other side, too. Like, I don't know what I've done here. Um... Interesting. Interesting. I still have no idea how to play this. Yeah, there's a fork right back here, but... eh, how much does it really matter? I want to drop my bishop and hit the rook and the knight and find something to do before this invades. They could just drop a pawn in front of my lance. To me, this looks like I've made an empty threat. But maybe there's something to it somewhere. I just don't see it. Oh no. That would be the fate to disconnect in this position. Alright. I'm reconnecting again. Maybe this is the last game for today. I don't know what's wrong with my internet connection. Let me close, like, Steam. I don't think that's going to help. Yeah. Alright. It's no big deal if I lose this by disconnection. I think my position is worse. It's unfortunate that there's a rating difference on the line here. But, yeah. That's okay. Thank you. Much appreciated. Yeah, so I'm assuming this is probably my machine's, probably not Shogi Wars' fault. Was my game decided? I don't know where to find my historical game. But, yeah, I think this was... Oh, that's strange. This is a different... This is my series of favorite games. Yeah, I don't know where my game went. Since I lost my connection, we'll just leave it there. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.